Why? Because I'm bad at it, and because I want to be informative. We have been studying 12th for 2 years right now. You can see my door closed. And then I said cultural capital. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and Sweety here again. It's so good to see you all again, and to all those who are new to this channel, hi, my name is Sweety. Welcome to my channel. So, as you all know, I have been sharing few fictional stories to you all. I thought of saying a story that's kind of related to history. And you may ask, why did you suddenly move from a fictional story to a historical story? That is because I want to be informative. And why do I suddenly want to be informative? It's because I know many of teenagers in our age like exclude 12th standard. We have been studying 12th for 2 years right now. So excluding these bunch of students, I would like to say to the other students who are like in their 6th to 11th grade, I know you have online classes and education is very important. So at least from this small video of mine, I want you to learn a history of a particular country. Okay, I can't say like a whole country's history. Why? Because I'm bad at it. That. So the country that I'm going to talk about today is Japan. There's a place called Kyoto in Japan, and this place is called as the cultural state or cultural capital of the whole Japan. And it's not just named for that, like, not for just fun they named it, but this place Kyoto really does contains lot number of monuments which holds history to the country. So in 1906, there was a small village in Japan, and they want to do something in their own village, okay, or village, or you can call it as a small town. And these people came together, put all their heads together, and start to discuss like what they want to do for their state, so that holds their history and memories together. And finally they came up with a brilliant idea saying that they want to build or construct a monument in their state. Yeah, with that said, they all start to build a monument which nearly took them 17 years. That's like my age. All these things happened in the past. Now come quickly back to the present. Stay here seeing the video. We all are modern era people having our phones in front of us and watching it so happily. Back then they didn't have any all these technologies, so of course there's no doubt it took them 17 long years to construct a whole monument. And that is the main reason it holds history right now. So yeah, you all must be confused, like I said history, then I said Kyoto, and then I said cultural capital, and then I said monument, and I have been like roaming around everywhere. So let me bring you all to this point together. In 1906, these people in a particular place called Kyoto, which was back then called with some other name. I'm so sorry, I'm bad at history. I told you before. Okay? So this building or the monument that took the people literally 17 long years to build is actually known for its 96 wooden pillars that holds it till date. So yeah, you may ask me, is it because of these 96 wooden pillars that it gets so much of tourist attraction? No, to get tourist attraction, it actually has a very, very peculiar, kind of incident towards it, because most of the buildings in Kyoto are made out of wooden planks or wooden slabs stuffs, but this one building holds a very different attraction. Back in 16th century, when the idea of building this monument came up, the male section of the society, the men and the boys, came together to hold or to give all their strength in building. So they all started to do all the labor work that is needed, like chopping off trees, getting the planks, transporting them, and then building up the monument. All these hard labor works were done by men. But there was this one section of the society which is always deemed to be the weaker one, started to put their mind together again and started to decide, how can we contribute to this monument? And who are they? It's our beautiful ladies. And with all the thoughts and thinking like how can we help them, there should be a contribution from our side to the society, and with all those things together, they finally came up with a brilliant idea. The only thing that they needed most to transport the wooden planks from one place to another was a rope. So why don't we contribute the rope side? Supplies are very important while constructions. Without the supplies, constructions cannot take place. So women started to think to support the supply area of the whole construction. And this is where the actual spice of the story is lying. Do you know what materials they contributed to make a rope? You would have read it in the title below, right? It's called Hope of Hair. So of course all these women came together, they dedicated their whole hair to make a big thick rope of black, grey, white, all types, all colors of hair came together, and they started to bind them all together. They started to tie them all together and formed a very big rope. And this rope was 300 feet long and 3 inches thick. By this way, the women showed their contribution towards the society and the monument, and that became one of the most peculiar reasons that this particular building in Kyoto gets lots and lots of tourist attraction. Forget the lockdown period, I'm talking about the before lockdown period, okay? And yeah, there are chances of getting more attraction after lockdown because people start traveling, of course, and that day is pretty soon. So yeah, finally here we are in the last section of the story, and that is the moral of the story section. Every story has its own value and own moral that we all have to take. From this video, I would like to give you a small value, and that is, it's not about the quantity that you give for people, but it is the quality of help that you give. Like, I know it's COVID time all around India, and we all have been suffering in one or the other forms, and we may think, like mainly for teenagers, we all may think that we have so many suffering around us and there is nothing that we could help. No, you're wrong. You can help in one or the other way. Yes, we may not be financially or economically stable to support people with hospital beds or oxygen cylinders, but you can help other people with your sweet words and kind heart. And if you ask me how, let me tell you this thing. You may know people who have COVID or COVID symptoms, and all they need right now is, like, they may be getting medical helps and all those things, but all they need is an emotional strength, and you can be a source of it. Like, if you know anyone who is in COVID, you can call them up and you can be like, give them comfort, give them encouraging words. And let me tell you truthfully, this is what they need right now. Like, there are many people out there in the fear of COVID. When you actually have to fight COVID, more than that, right now it is more important to fight the fear of COVID. And if you know people like that, just call them up, say them like, yeah, you can come out of it, we all are fighting through this, we are all together in this. These encouraging words means a lot to them. And I know there have been very, there are so many families who are losing their close ones, and if you know someone like that, call up the family, tell to them, comfort them. Like, at this moment, that is the biggest help that you and I can do for anyone. So yeah, that's it for today's story. I hope you all liked it, and if you did like it, please hit that small thumbs up button there. So lonely, right? So click that up and also hit that subscribe button and join our fam, and I hope I'll be giving a little more interesting stories like this. And do comment down below what type of videos you would like to see, like motivational, encouraging, funny, like anything that you want. Please comment down below so that I'll be able to give you all those stories. So till then, all stay happy, stay positive, stay healthy, which is very important right now. So with that said, this is Sweety signing off. Bye bye. So yeah, forget about school, and no, don't forget about school. Informative and knowledgeable by learning informative and historical stories. I have visited many times, like many times in my imagination. Activity is very important in YouTube, okay?